Well, the sun's shining, it's the summer holidays, and I can breathe a sigh of relief, because basically I've got my little workforce back. And they're full of enthusiasm. All the things that I promised them that we would do when the sun was shining, they haven't forgotten any of it. There's no TV on, there's no computer games. They're all doing stuff. In fact, most of the time I don't even know where I have them. They help me a lot with doing jobs and tasks, and that's what they want. They want to be busy. The weather hasn't always been on our side, but we've got done what needed doing. You know, we've sheared the sheep, we've got our hay in the barn. We could have done with a bit more sunshine, could have done with a bit more heat, but we've made the most of it. The kids have dug, they've swum, they've ridden horses. They've done so much, and I can pretty much guarantee that they won't want to go back to school. But, you know, we've made the most of it, and we've still got a few more days yet. We need some milk, because we're running out of milk, and she's just jumped through the wall. Butters! Basically, Buttercup got back to Pansy the calf, and because we're running out of milk, I need to milk her before she goes back to Pansy. Yeah, this is just like a little mobile milking machine, which obviously speeds the job up rather than milking by hand. Hey, what's up with you today? We just get what milk we want for the house, and then she goes back to her calf. So it's a good way of doing it. It suits us, because it means if we don't need any milk, we don't have to milk her. The calf gets the milk. So it's grand. And I would say that usually she's very well behaved, but she seems a bit grumpy today. Definitely. I think that'll do. Thank you. Go on. Come on. Come and sit down. Do you know what that is?
Pottery.
Do you know where it came from?
Auntie John's.
It did, and it came from under the foundations of the house. I brought you a sponge. I wondered if you wanted to wash it, because I want to stick it back together. There's quite a lot of it. When it's clean, we can put it in there, and then we can dry it off. When we were actually digging out the floors at Auntie John's, I came across quite a lot of smashed up, broken crockery and pottery. It's not exactly treasure. You know, I don't think there's anything of any great value. There's certainly no Ming vases or anything, but any pottery that you find under the flags has got to be of a certain age. I wonder who the last person to eat the dinner off that was. So yeah, it's just a little project, seeing what we can actually piece back together. It's just a little snapshot of the past, I suppose. It's that sort of fire in the imagination. That's what I love about the place. It's the story of the people and how they lived. That's definitely that, isn't it? Look. And for us, the excitement and interest is in the human story. I guess if the one thing that would spoil it is if we got one of these and it said in little letters, suitable for use in a dishwasher. Now, it's not going to stick together until it gets dry, so I'm going to go put it in the range oven, yeah? But you're all right. If you want to play a bit longer, you can. If not, come and get dry, OK? So I'll take this up to the house. Look, as long as they're happy, it's been successful, they're enjoying themselves, right? I suppose the interesting thing is, if you go back in time, it's what kids have always done, isn't it? You know, ever since time began. Whenever you're putting a cow in a building, you have to look for your weakest point. What is it going to smash to smithereens? Because it doesn't matter how nice I make this place for Buttercup, she will try and spoil it. She is the house cow. She's a bit of a legend in good and bad ways. She's incredibly greedy. Oh, perfect. Yes, that's her bucket. But she might be making the move over to her new quarters at Auntie John's she'll take up residence there. And you know what? She doesn't care because her home is wherever the food is. That's it. Doesn't care about anything else. These three have made themselves at home, haven't they? They've grown. Buttercup went out probably about a couple of months ago, and you know, we just see her as a spot on the horizon. But apparently word is that a couple of days ago there wasn't just one spot on the horizon, there was 2 spots on the horizon, a big one and a little one. She's calved, so that is so exciting. Ooh. So we need to know whether it's a heifer or a bull, we don't know, and then we'll have to think of a name. Really happy about this. It's good timing because it means that she can provide us with milk over the coming winter. Come on, let's go see where she's at. Oh no, our cow has
Run away.
disappeared up and joined up with some other cows.
There she is, there. The one at the back.
It's decision time. Does she go with the mates or does she come and get some food? What would you do?
Food.
Would you? Come on! Sid's a very enthusiastic farmer. Nothing puts him off, honestly. I'm like, put a hat on, put a coat on, put some leggings on, put some gloves on. No, just goes out, gets wet, gets covered in dirt. Oh, God, gets so fed up with mud and wet.
Yeah.
That's him, that's his life, that's what he loves. He's as dedicated and devoted to farming as Ruben is to his machines and stuff. So yeah, he's a good little guy. Great little calf, look at that. Couple of days old, do you think?
Yeah.
You're like the Pied Piper of bovines.
How do you think we can cross?
No clue.
Come on, Buttercup.
Will she get across?
Come on, Buttercup. Never mind, it's really boggy there. Back up the hill.
There must be a path. It's just we don't know where it is. Right, come on, Sid, get running! I think we're gonna have to call that a fail. Oh, look! It's too dangerous. Yeah? The plan has been abandoned.
Go home and get a cup of tea.
We're going to go home, have a cup of tea with no milk in it. Because there's too much water in that gutter, isn't there?
Yeah, it's flooded and they'll all get bogged.
The last thing I need is that little calf in that gutter. I might put my horses this way for a bit, what do you reckon?
No, stop them from pooing all over the yard.
True. Right, you know how the cows are coming in for winter?
Uh-huh.
Guess who has had a calf? Come on, our favourite cow.
Buttercup, what's her name?
I don't know, because I don't know whether it is a heifer or a bull.
Now, come and check her down now.
Well, yeah, we do need to have a little look.
If I know how they're a girl or a boy. If their eyelashes are pretty, they're a girl, and if they're like scruffily, they're a boy.
All right, well, there you are.
It's all been absolute chaos. Wherever Buttercup goes, there's usually trouble, isn't there? She was down by the gate, so we went to go and get her, by which time she'd disappeared. Right, OK, can we have a look at the eyelashes, please? A up, come on, have a look. Eyelashes.
That looks a bit girly.
Look, she's got eyelashes. It's got to be a heifer, hasn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
I tell you something, she's got a fringe. Do you know what we're going to call her? Claudia, after Claudia Winkleman. Yeah?
You're calling a beastie, calling. You're calling. No, beastie, down, beastie.
She's forgotten that she's got a calf.
Mum.
Claudia's a bit wild. She needs to calm down, doesn't she? It's because she's a feral calf. She was born at the moor. Oh, you greedy so-and-so.
Good.
Come on.
Oh, no. Watch out, go. Watch out, go. Ah! She's attacking. Ah! Come on, beastie.
No.
Let go, beastie.
No.
Go on, get in the door. Get in the door.
No. Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Come on.
Ooh. Come on,
Come on.
Come on.
You see, what Buttercup should actually be doing, she should be coming to find her nearest and dearest, but what actually is she doing?
Eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh, yes! Fabulous. Go on in. Perfect. That was brilliant. Ah. They are so cute.
Go on with you.
Yeah.
You bloody things.
You like them. I know you do, I can tell. It's pretty much hands-on from now until about May time, really. And of course, with it turning cold, there's less to eat. So it's feeding the cows, you know about it because they're always mooing in the morning, using up those bales and mucking out. Yeah, it's just about sort of keeping a watch on your stock and stuff. Oh yeah, a little bit of feed. Once you get over towards Nine Standards, which is straight out there, you're into Cumbria. And if you go that way, you've got County Durham. So you're right on the very top of Swaledale. Cowboy country. People a long time ago, they were much smarter than us. They just used to come here in the summer. So it's recorded back here in 1301. There was someone daft enough to be here. And that's why there's so much history with the place. Isn't it? Huh? That's what I love about it. I definitely think with a place like this, it kind of moulds you. You don't come here and mould it.
Over 20 years of living here and rearing a family. We have repopulated Ravenseat, you know. I've always liked the idea of nature and the countryside and having a sort of natural upbringing.
Tea time!
And, you know, we think back to the big ones, to Reuben and Raven's childhood, just in the course of 20 years, to how the little ones now, what their childhood is like. You're doing a good job. Is this the one that wouldn't suck? Yeah. And really speaking, not much has changed. We still hold the same values. We still want to see them taking on challenges, being fearless, I suppose. Having kids about, it's a great thing for you keeping a level head and keeping it real. You know, this house that we're building, it ain't a retirement bungalow. It's a house that these kids are already all vying to move into.
Oh, Tony. It looks well, you see, under all that fluff. Tony's a pony. He's a small pony. He was bought a few years ago on a whim.
Tony, yeah!
But the kids saw him, fell in love with him.
Stand, 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 stand.
Clem rode him. Time to walk on. Nancy's ridden him. He's just a little star, he's a character. The kids absolutely love Tony. Because, I mean, after all, he's only the size of, like, a big dog, isn't he?
What's going on, kids? What are you up to?
Washing Tony.
Is he liking having a bath?
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, he just knocks about with all the big horses, even the Clydesdales. They use him as either a flannel to wipe the faces on or a footstool.
Is Tony enjoying himself?
He's having a manicure.
He doesn't mind one bit, does he?
He's got a good life. I think, really speaking, these have the best of both worlds because they're getting to be outside and live as animals should do, but they're also getting a few luxuries as well. That's proper nice hay. And I'll go and see who else wants feeding. See if I can get back without the wheel falling off. And that's not metaphorically speaking. I mean literally the wheel falling off.
We're here at Auntie John's, aren't we? What's the weather like?
Snowy.
It's wintry, isn't it? I've been feeding the sheep, because on days like today, obviously, there's very little for them.
It can snow here and does snow here every year.
Well done. Yay! Well, it's kept tootling away with snow all day. There's actually quite a bit of snow come now. Pretty hardy, aren't you?
Yeah.
January and February are the funny months, and anything can happen. That beast from the east was quite nasty. Kids were little with no electric for a week, and it was deepest winter. We sat around and told terrible stories that they loved.
You gonna turn around, Eve? Point downhill.
Oh, don't leave me.
You know, everybody gets a little bit of snow, but, you know, it can be absolutely unbelievable here. You've got to be careful, otherwise it'll have you out of business.
When that snow hits, it can be exhausting. It can be exhausting mentally and physically.
I don't know if you can see me or even hear me.
Day 1, day 2, yeah, it's fun. Day 4, 5, 6, 7 and beyond, you know, it's a real test.
In my time, there's been some pretty awful occasions when we've lost quite a lot of sheep under snow. It's so vast out there that if they're not where you think they are, then it's a needle in a haystack thing.
Good boy, Miles, thank you.
If you get snow and wind together, then it drifts the snow and fills where the sheep are sheltering, then it overblows them and they're buried. What have we found, Reuben? Found the sheep.
In those situations, it's good to look back in hindsight and say, you know what, we got through that. But at the time,
There's this thing whereby the worse the weather gets, you should, in theory, want to spend more time inside by the fire, but when you're farming, you want to spend more time outside because you need to take care of your animals. And if it keeps on doing this, I can see myself getting stuck. Well, we've had nearly a week of this now, guys, haven't we? Goodness, look at that for a view. Sunrise at the top of Swaledale. That's something to behold.
yes, I know. I think the saying is hold your horses, isn't it? Excuse me. On a day like today, when you see that light shine through the window and you know that it's icy and snowy out here, you don't pull the duvet over your head. You're like, let me at it. Go, go, go. Shh, get on. Because that's what you have to do. And I always think to myself, the day that you don't want to do that, you've got to quit. No. Oh, don't break his gate. Oh my God, don't you dare. Especially not if he's looking. Exactly.
So we're spreading it out. Right, it's a good bale, that.
This sort of weather actually isn't that bad for them to deal with. They can stand this better than rain, but of course it means that there's nothing for them to graze, there's nothing for them to eat. So they're totally and utterly reliant on Clem to bring them hay. Right, come on, let's go.
All right, come on, guys, let's be going.
Oh, no. The battery.
Everybody gets a little bit of snow, but this farm, Ravensseat, is high, one of the highest farms, I suppose, in country, really. We get weather that other people don't get.
We could have done it the easy way, but now we have to do it the hard way.
And the hardships that it brings are good, in a way that, you know, it makes kids realise and step up and almost enjoy it, you know.
There we go.
And of course, mountains of snow, they love that.
Come on! Come on!
So you feed sheep and then you go sledging. And then you feed some more sheep and then you go snowboarding. It's that work-life balance.
Mum, can I take my coat off?
No, because you'll be freezing.
Oh.
There's been a bit of sunshine and a bit of a feeling of spring, so the frogs have woken up and Nancy was very excited about collecting frog spawn, as they've done every single year. How many times have we been up this path to rescue frogs?
It's a yearly tradition now.
It's good old countryside fun and just the usual chaos. Nancy is the frog whisperer, aren't you?
I'm the frog whisperer.
Oh, you're the frog whisperer too.
Frog whisperers.
But I'm mostly frog whisperer.
You're the most frog whisperer.
I'm the frog whisperer.
Raven is back, and of course, she slips straight back into Ravensseat farming mode.
Get the bucket.
Oh, wow, look at that, Rav.
Wow, look at him. Really gentle, right? They're babies.
Okay.
That was a good bit, Clem.
Yeah.
That could make a lot of frogs. I'm extremely proud of my lovely, bright, brainy, gorgeous scientist, oldest daughter.
These green plants photosynthesize, and that means they take light from the sun and produce oxygen out of it. And so that's going to oxygenate the water. There, look at that. Perfect. Get some of that green slimy algae you see in here, Nancy.
It looks like snot.
Yeah, well, put it
It's
in.
like snot?
Snot's good for them.
She literally just picks up where she left off. It's like she puts a different hat on. Literally. Mine.
That wriggled.
Did it wriggle?
Yep. I'm going to call that one Gerald.
Come on, you lot.
Blitzies, Bitsies, Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Margot.
I love the way you're all thinking of the frogs' names. We can go and get warm, and I've also put jacket potatoes in the oven.
Just busy on the farm.
We're busy on the farm. It's so lovely when it's like this, isn't it? There they all are. 69 of them. Taking the time to just watch your flock and watch your sheep, you will see things that you don't like. There's one you see there that's got a little dark nose there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because it rains, it's just because it's wet. I've been seeing a few that have got a bacterial infection that they can get in their ears and on their noses. Get ready to guard the bag, Clem, because if I drop it...
Okay. She's here.
I see her. It's easily cured, but you need to catch them and just treat them individually. You star, thank you. It's such a pleasure to have people with you who also want to be a part of what you're doing. I'm just going to put a bit of penicillin onto it just to kill the infection. You can't expect a sheep to thrive and eat properly when it's got that on its trap, can you? Do you want to put the blue spray on, Clem?
Yeah.
Now, this'll sting, she'll kick. OK, that's it, good thinking. All right, lovely job. Oh. Oh. Perfect. Days like today is when you actually really think to yourself about how fortunate, how lucky you actually are to be here and do this job. Oh, bet you can't wait for summer.
No.
Right, let's go.
Let's go. Have you had your dinner, David?
Not yet.
Not yet. You'll be starving. There's some sweeties in there if you want a sweetie. See what you can find. soon we will be lambing, and then it feels truly like springtime will have arrived. It's a beautiful day and we're trying to make the most of it. What a lovely day. I reckon you should set your kettle off first, because there is nothing quite like a bit of a picnic. When I say a picnic, it's a cup of tea, isn't it? Ah, you've got it, you've got it, you've got it, you've got it, you've got it.
He is the master hablo.
That was great, that was very quick, that was good. It's just nice to see them switch over from studying and being at school amongst the friends to being out and about outside. And do you know what? The schooling continues, the learning continues. It's about how they knit the two things together. What are you having, Edith?
I want tea, please.
Right, come on then, get helping. I know that I'm blessed to live where I do, but just seeing those two enjoy it, it's brilliant. I mean, honestly, I feel energised by it, really.
I can't get into this.
You can go from serving tea to shearing a sheep, to being a ballet dancer, to being a farmer. You can turn your hand to anything, and I think those lessons are the best ones. That is really lovely. Perfect. Edith's in her mid-teens. She's got all sorts going on. She's a typical teenager. But it is great to see that you don't lose what you have gleaned from a rural life, from being out in the countryside, from being on the farm. The whole thing that I've always wanted to put across to them is that you can be anything and do anything, that a life on the land and being brought up in the countryside does not curtail you. If anything, it gives you skills that are needed in all walks of life. What's the main rule when you walk away from somewhere where you've had a picnic? Take away memories, leave behind only...
Footprints.
Perfect.